Last spring, I spent 2 hours yanking the pull cord of a brand new gas mower in my driveway. I was sweating, frustrated, and completely confused by the conflicting advice the hardware store salesman gave me. Picking a mower should not feel like a gamble. You walk into the store and the options are completely overwhelming. Do you stick with old reliable gas or trust the battery hype? Today, I am breaking down the electric versus gas mower debate so you never waste your money on the wrong machine. Here is what you actually need to know. Power and performance. When you look at gas mowers, you are dealing with a machine that has essentially set the standard for raw power for decades. They use an internal combustion engine to maintain high blade speeds and heavy torque. If you have a property that resembles a jungle by mid-May, gas is probably what you picture using to tame it. Gas mowers power right through thick brush, tall weeds, and overgrown patches without breaking a sweat. The engine just revs higher and keeps the heavy steel blade spinning. On the other side of the aisle, you have electric mowers. Early battery-powered machines were basically toys. They would stall if they looked at a dandelion, but that reality has shifted dramatically. Modern electric mowers run on high-voltage systems, usually ranging between 40 and 80 volts. For standard weekly mowing, an electric mower matches the performance of a gas mower almost perfectly. It cuts clean and leaves a beautiful finish. But here's what matters. When you push a battery mower into damp, overgrown grass, it has to draw massive amounts of energy to keep the blade moving. It will get the job done, but it might bog down slightly, and that heavy draw will absolutely drain your battery in record time. If you mow regularly, electric is fantastic. If you let your grass get completely out of hand, gas still holds the crown for pure, unstoppable muscle. Maintenance and upkeep. The difference in upkeep between these two options is massive. Owning a gas mower is practically a part-time job. You are buying an engine, which means you have to maintain an engine. Every single season, you need to check the oil, replace air filters, and swap out spark plugs. Then there's the fuel issue. If you leave gas in the tank over the winter without adding a stabilizer, the carburetor will gum up and restrict the fuel lines. That leads exactly to the situation I mentioned earlier, standing in your yard pulling a cord until your shoulder aches. It requires constant attention and a dedicated space in your garage for hazardous liquids. Electric mowers basically eliminate the concept of engine maintenance. There is no oil to change, there are no spark plugs to foul, and no carburetors to rebuild. Your primary responsibility is just keeping the battery charged. The only real mechanical upkeep involves the cutting blade itself. Regardless of what powers the machine, a dull blade tears the grass instead of cutting it cleanly. Torn grass damages your lawn and invites disease and brown spots. You will still need to sharpen or replace the blade once a season. You also need to keep the underside of the deck clean so grass clippings do not build up and restrict airflow. Aside from storing your battery indoors during extreme heat or freezing winter months to protect its lifespan, battery mowers are essentially pull it out and go. It's a massive relief for anyone who just wants to get the yard work done without playing amateur mechanic first. Runtime and yard size. Here is where you really need to be honest with yourself about your property. Runtime dictates everything. With a gas mower, your runtime is essentially unlimited. As long as you have a 5-gallon gas can sitting in your garage, you can keep mowing from sunrise to sunset. You might have to stop for 2 minutes to top off the tank, but you are right back in the action. This makes gas the absolute best choice if you are maintaining anything larger than half an acre. You never have to worry about the machine dying halfway through the back lawn. Electric mowers are strictly bound by battery life. Most modern battery-powered mowers will give you anywhere from 30 to 60 minutes of continuous runtime on a single charge. That window is usually perfect for a quarter to half-acre lot. But remember what I said about tall or wet grass drawing more power? That 60-minute estimate can easily drop to 30 minutes if the mower is working hard. When an electric mower dies, you cannot just pour more electricity into it and keep going. You are looking at an hour or more of charging time before you can finish the job. You can solve this by buying a second battery, but those replacement batteries are incredibly expensive. Often, a spare battery costs nearly as much as the mower itself. You have to match the machine to your square footage accurately, or you will end up frustrated every weekend. Usability and convenience. Let us talk about the actual experience of pushing these machines around your yard in the July heat. Gas mowers are heavy. You are lugging around a solid metal engine block and a tank full of liquid. If you buy a self-propelled model, the weight is manageable on straight lines. However, turning around trees, navigating tight corners, and pulling the mower backward can be physically exhausting. Then there's the starting process. Priming the engine, setting the choke, and yanking a pull cord requires physical effort and a bit of luck. Sometimes it starts on the first pull, and sometimes it takes 5 tries to get the engine to catch. Electric mowers feel entirely different in your hands. Because they lack that heavy internal combustion engine, they are significantly lighter. Pushing a battery mower around garden beds and maneuvering tight spaces takes very little physical effort. They glide across the lawn easily. But the biggest advantage is the push-button start. You simply push a button, pull the safety bar, and the blade engages instantly. Every single time. There's no priming, no choking, and no pulling. It's incredibly user-friendly. When you release the handle to move a stray dog toy out of the yard, the mower shuts off completely. When you're ready to resume, you just push the button again. It takes all the friction out of the physical act of mowing. Environmental and sensory impact. We need to touch on the sensory experience because it genuinely impacts how you and your neighbors feel about yard day. Gas mowers are loud. We are talking 80 to 90 decibels of constant noise. You really should be wearing hearing protection when you operate one, and you certainly cannot mow your lawn at 7 in the morning on a Sunday without making enemies in your neighborhood. They also produce carbon exhaust. You smell like gasoline and burned oil when you finish mowing, and you are breathing in those fumes the entire time you work. Electric mowers change the atmosphere of the job completely. They're remarkably quiet. Most operate between 60 and 75 decibels. You can hold a normal conversation while standing next to one. You can listen to a podcast without needing industrial-grade noise-canceling headphones. You can also mow early in the morning or later in the evening without bothering a single neighbor. Bottom line, they produce 0 direct emissions. You do not smell like exhaust, your clothes do not reek of gas, and you are not breathing in harsh fumes while you walk back and forth across your property. It transforms a noisy, smelly chore into a surprisingly peaceful walk around your yard. Cost analysis. Finally, let us break down the money. The price tag on the shelf only tells half the story. Gas mowers are generally cheaper to purchase right out of the gate. You can get a highly capable, powerful gas machine for a very reasonable price, but that upfront discount comes with a literal subscription fee. You'll be buying gasoline, engine oil, spark plugs, air filters, and fuel stabilizer every single year. Over the 10-year lifespan of the mower, those operational costs add up significantly. You are continually paying to keep the machine running. Electric mowers ask for more money up front. High-capacity lithium-ion batteries are expensive technology, and they drive the initial purchase price up quite a bit. However, the operational costs drop to practically zero. Electricity is incredibly cheap compared to gasoline. You will notice almost no difference on your monthly utility bill from charging a mower battery once a week. You also eliminate all those engine maintenance supplies entirely. Final verdict. So who actually takes the crown? If you want a straight answer, here it is. Buy electric for the convenience and the lack of long-term stress. Buy gas if you need an absolute workhorse that runs until the job is done, no matter what you put in front of it.